This is a painful time for everyone in this organization. What's up, everybody? I am the Skeptical Realist. NPR cutting 10% of their workforce, or 10% of the people that work for us, that we pay for, that tell us how to think, but only from one perspective. Yeah, those 10% of people. Oh, and 4 podcasts too. Whoa. Let's find out why. Back in February, there were reports that National Public Radio was going to be cutting its workforce due to a drop in ad revenue. Yeah, I remember seeing that article. I saved you guys from me having to read that stupid back then. You can thank me later, or you can cuss at me now for doing it this time. However you want to do it, I don't know. Whatever. Write it in the comments. It's fine. Now that time has come. Finally. NPR has a long history of political bias against the right. Yeah, I think their entire existence. Yeah. And Republicans have not done anything about it. Let's remember that. Let's always remember that. Because we are where we are in this country because of Republicans. Not because of Democrats. Democrats, we know what they think. We know what they want. We know how they're going to achieve it sometimes, right? And yet, the Republicans have not stopped them. The Republicans are the problem. Conservatives need to get rid of the Republican Party and the GOP. Just my 2 cents. So conservatives won't lose any sleep over this news. That's true. You're right. Yeah, I agree. Okay. NPR hit with massive layoffs. Cancels 4 podcasts. Massive layoffs and 4 podcasts. Okay, 4 podcasts. What the? National Public Radio was the latest media organization to implement mass layoffs, leading to the cancellation of multiple programs. Podcasts, bro. Dude, we have so many podcasts now. I mean, who's going to miss that shit? Nobody. NPR itself confirmed Thursday that it had cut 10% of its workforce on Thursday, impacting roughly 100 employees. Mass layoffs. 100 employees. That doesn't seem massive to me. Adding that, it tends to roll back the workforce from 1,200 to an estimated 1,050 employees. Tends to or intends to? Come on. So roll back the workforce from 1,200 to an estimated 1,050. Okay, that's 150 employees. This says 100. So is it 100 and then 150 more? So it's 250 total? Or is this wrong and this right? Or this wrong, this right? Dude. What the? The largest reduction in staff since the 2008 recession. Here's where you insert what they did in 2008. Like, staff since the 2008 recession, where they laid off 10.1% of their workforce, amounting to 102 employees. I don't know, something like that. Just a little reference, right? A little bit more information. No, can't do it. Okay. We literally are fighting to secure the future of NPR at this very moment by restructuring our cost structure. It's that important. It's existential. Oh my God. NPR Chief Executive John Lansing told NPR's media correspondent David Folkenflik, the NPR chief, is being interviewed by the NPR media correspondent. The liberal outlet also halted several podcasts. Invisibilia. Louder than a riot? Okay. No. rough, rough translation. And everyone and their mom. None of its radio shows were canceled. Oh man, I was worried there for a minute. Thank you for letting me know. The cuts come after NPR assessed that ad revenue was set to drop 30 million in 2023. So, ad revenue drops 30 million, yet you only have to let go 100 people. Or is it 150? Or is it 250? Anyway, I digress. 30 million and 100 employees? I mean, that's $300,000 each? What the? Dude, that seems ridiculous. What is. So if you have 1,050 employees and you're receiving $300,000 in ad revenue per person, how much is that? Holy, bro. Every person on staff cares deeply about public radio's mission and has worked hard to contribute to it. This is a painful time for everyone in this organization, an NPR spokesperson told Fox News Digital in a statement. In a statement. Painful time. Oh, we don't feel sorry for you at all. Nope. According to NPR, most impacted staff will remain on the payroll until the end of April. Most impacted staff. So the lesser impacted staff will remain on the payroll after April? Or what? How does that? What? Conservatives on Twitter noted that NPR's situation was predictable. Was it really? After at least my lifetime's worth of being or existing, it was predictable. Why? Why now was it predictable? Mark Hemingway. Let's see what Mark has to say. Can you believe NPR just laid off 10% of its workforce? Question mark. So that's a true question, like a real question. Like, can you actually believe that? Yeah, I can. Maybe. Who doesn't want quality, comma, reliable information like this? Another question mark, Mark. I don't know. Me? Us? Christina Pushaw. Hope I'm saying that correctly. Or does it really matter? Don't know. NPR is funded by American taxpayers despite zero scientific evidence of any benefit to society. I don't know. Are we funding them? Because they're making $300,000 per employee in ad revenue? Or so it would seem. I don't know. Just doing, rough math. But do we really need to fund them? How much money are they getting from us? Why doesn't this article say how much we are attributing to NPR and have done so over the years? That's what I want to know. I want to know in the article that I'm reading, not having to look it up in other places. Just give me a 2-sentence paragraph that tells me a little bit more. No, can't do it. Okay. Let's see what Doug has to say. Limited scientific evidence that biological men have a physical advantage over biological women. What does that have to do with this article? Why would they include this tweet in this article? I don't know. Let's continue to read. NPR is beyond flaming garbage at this point. See what you did there. There's zero evidence that NPR is a news organization. Maybe rich Hollywood liberals can step up and fund NPR on their own. Well, there you go. NPR lays off 10%. Massive layoffs in 4 podcasts. Massive layoffs. 100 employees. Or is it 150 or is it 250? Still don't know. But 30 million down in ad revenue and they only have to cut 100 employees. I mean, that tells a lot. They need to be shut down. But even if we stop federal funding to them, Are they not going to exist on their own with the amount of ad revenue that they're taking in? I don't know. I'd like to try it. Let's see. Let's see if the Republicans will do anything about it. No. Oh, you already know? Yeah, I already know. How do you already know? Well, it's only been 30 plus years or more. I have a pretty good read on it. All right, that's going to do it for this one. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, share the video, and I'll see you in the next one.